I'm Lisa.
And I'm Lindsey, and this is Garbage and Gold.
The podcast where we deliberate the worst and the best about all the things.
Deliberation that just happens to be loaded with snark, laughs, and occasional agreement.
We are legit friends who've been sharing our opinions with each other for a long time, so things might get a little spicy from time to time, but we're still friends at the end, we promise.
We totes are still friends, and we want to know your opinions too. We will tell you more about how to do that at the end of the show. So you guys, it is time. It is time for our garbage and golds. It's time for the deliberation.
All right, Lindsey, hit us with that recap of the TGIF shows episode.
So the TGIF shows, it was an interesting run. Some very strong opinions, which
there were.
Good for y'all. I mean, we wanted your opinions, so thanks for sharing them.
We do like to have them.
We do.
Yeah.
Some of you are wrong, though. So in the garbage showdown between dinosaurs and Clueless, you do win.
Wow!
I know. People liked that dinosaur show. I think you either loved it or you hated it, and those of you who loved it are wrong. So you picked up a lot of Clueless votes because of the people who love dinosaurs. I don't understand.
That's fascinating. Okay, I do have my listener comment ties into that, but I'll hold on to that for a second. Okay.
And then in the gold face-off between Full House and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Acremia.
I bet.
Yeah, people like their Uncle Jesse. So
I mean, same.
Yeah.
But
And
right.
and now I just need to do a little like housekeeping thing. I tally the votes every week.
Yep.
And
that's Lindsey's job, and she does a great job at it.
It might be my only job, but I do it well.
You do such a great job with it.
And so you need to actually use the hashtags in order for your votes to be counted. Because I love you all and we read all your tweets, but it gets real confusing during the tallying if there's not a hashtag in there. So I love seeing your thought process for why you're voting. Just make sure you throw the hashtag in with Lindsey Garbage, Lisa Garbage, Lindsey Gold, Lisa Gold. Just to help me out, folks. I'd greatly appreciate it. We love your comments. We love your votes, but you need to follow the structure. Don't be messing with the structure. Because we know how much I love structure.
I was going to say this feels more like my thing. It's like, okay, everybody get out your syllabus and your bullet points, and we are going to outline this together.
Right, and let's color code it. Look what has happened. My God. Look at what has happened. Yes. How long have we been doing this podcast together? And look what you've done to me. I'm like, I need structure. I need it organized. I need it to go the way I said it was supposed to go.
So good.
She's taking me down. She's taking me down with her. So Lisa, you alluded earlier. Do you have some listener comments for us?
I do. So the first one I want to talk about, we co-hosted the podcast Fortress of Nerditude with Spencer, and it was a super fun time. It was a super great show.
Oh my gosh.
Highly recommend it. It's a blend of it's a blend of like pop culture and nerddom, and it's very much our style. And if you would like to hear our episode, it was episode number 122, and it's called Kryptonite and Super Serum because he did a blend of his show with our show, and we talk about mainly movies actually during that segment. So it's super fun and really cool. So highly recommend that. But I also want to say just thank you to Spencer for having us on his podcast, and you can follow them at their website is fortofnerd.com, and he's on Twitter at fortofnerd, and they've just been super rad, and it was a super fun time. So thank you for having us on, Spencer. That was really great.
Right. And I think I said it in the episode too, but like we really need to work on trademarking Garbage and Golds because I think Spencer's going to rip it off.
My other listener comment is from @Matt Nisbet, and he did not watch Dinosaurs when it was on TV, but he has recently watched it like on Netflix or whatever. And he said upon watching it as an adult, it was really, really good. Like it tackled some really heavy social construct ideas and like feminism and workplace ethics and stuff like that. And it just handled those things really well. And it was really well done. Lindsey is rolling her eyes so hard right now. He also said, he clarified that they were in full body suits, that you do see them from the waist down.
Congratulations, Matt, for bringing us news that no one wanted.
And then Matt talked about it, and several other people I know have talked about it. One of them is at Jason Ariola, also mentioned that the ending of that series is so heavy. And Lindsey and I actually talked about that off air last week, so I apologize that we didn't include that in there. But yeah, the ending was just crazy heavy and really dramatic considering the time of like that kind of sitcom. They didn't really do stuff like that. So anyway, there were some dinosaur fans, and not just like, oh, I remember liking dinosaurs, but people that have watched it recently and really liked it. So
okay.
So those are my listener comments.
I don't know what you want me to do with that. Like, I still think it's garbage. Thanks for rewatching it, Matt, or watching it for the first time, Matt. And thanks for everyone writing in. It doesn't change the fact I think it was garbage. So, moving on to my listener comments.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do your listener comments now. We don't have to talk about it anymore. We can go on to your stuff.
I think I also pointed out how many social issues Full House covered, and we didn't seem to care about that in the voting. Anyway.
You did too. You won. You won.
Yeah,
People did care.
Can't get enough. Actually, it's not the Tanners, because my listener comment is at Dice Sarah, who voted Lindsey Gold just for the Stamos. There's a lot of Uncle Jesse votes out there.
Very fair.
Very, very fair. Very, very fair. And then our friend Spencer did ask how we thought maybe a rewatch of Perfect Strangers would go. And I'm very nervous about even thinking that.
Yep. Probably not great.
Yeah,
I'm just going to guess we're going to leave that in the nostalgia vault and not touch it.
Matt, maybe watch that one instead. Because that is the research people want to know.
I'm going to die. Oh my god.
Matt's going to murder me.
Matt, it's the way that you're saying it. It's like...
It's because Luke hasn't written in for a while. I need a new nemesis.
You need a new rival. Luke, what have you been doing? He's in school. Whatever.
Come on,
man.
Luke. Yeah, Matt, watch Perfect Strangers now. Let us know how that goes. Stop watching dinosaurs. No one cares.
He's already watched all the dinosaurs. He's done with dinosaurs
but
now.
Perfect Strangers might be a really good commentary on bringing in, like, refugees and open borders, because Balki's from somewhere. Somewhere. I don't think it's a real country. I think they made up a country.
Probably not.
Matt, you gotta watch this.
Oh, God, I love it. And now, on with the show. All right, Lindsey, this week we are deliberating the garbage and gold of breakfast cereals. Before we get started, though, are you a breakfast person or not so much?
I'm not really a breakfast person, and I'm really not a cereal person. I didn't tell you this when we picked this topic. I don't eat cereal.
So this should be a really good one, everybody.
Yep. I know a lot about it.
All right. So, a little research on breakfast cereals and how they came about. This is from a 2016 New York Times article called A Short History of Cereal. In 1863, James Caleb Jackson, a religiously conservative vegetarian who ran a medical sanitarium in New York.
So he was real fun to be around, is what you're telling me.
I'm sure he was a blast and a great people person, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
Created a breakfast cereal from graham flour dough that was dried and broken into shapes, and it was so hard they had to soak it in milk overnight. Yeah. Yeah. He called it granula.
Oh.
Later, sounds super yummy. Later, John Harvey Kellogg, a surgeon who ran a health spa in Michigan, later made a version and named it granola. Using that same idea, a former Kellogg patient, C.W. Post, created grape nuts.
This sounds like a weird, like, cereal-based movie.
It does, right? It's like the
origin
Little Apprentices
story.
Down. Yeah, it's bizarre. This research was actually super fascinating for me today, so I'm into it.
Okay, the research is always fascinating for you. Don't pretend like sometimes you're like, oh, the research. You always love the research.
I just really like to learn.
But this is like animated movie, like weird. This could be like a 70s weird, like claymation. Kellogg and Post.
It gets better too.
Oh gosh,
it gets better. We're only going up from here, Lindsey. Kellogg and his younger brother Will Keith Kellogg. What a terrible name. William Keith Kellogg.
Will Keith Kellogg sounds like a sentence.
Had figured out how to make a flaked cereal they called cornflakes. The younger Kellogg then added sugar and began mass marketing them.
That's right, Will Keith. Health. Take a
Put
seat,
some
health.
Sugar on it.
Yeah.
He then started putting prizes in the box, so that was fun.
Will Keith. That's because he had to make people be his friends because of his name.
Oh, God, yeah. I'll give you sugar and I'll give you prizes. I'm sorry, my name is so weird.
Sorry, my name is Will Keith. Will Keith Kellogg? We don't know. It's a question. Will Keith Kellogg?
Cole, can you illustrate that, please? Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. Woo, bringing it back. Post developed a similar cereal called Elijah's Manna, which he later renamed Post Toasties because religious groups protested the name Elijah's Manna. Post Toasties is very fun to say, though. Post Toasties. I don't know that I would Post Toasties. I don't think I would say, hey, do you have any Post Toasties I can have? I feel like that might be slang that I'm not familiar with.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna just skirt right, or I'm gonna swerve Post Toasties in casual conversation.
I think it's a wise choice.
Okay.
Or Post Toasties is like a ripoff, like it's a cover band of Post Malone, but they change everything to be about food instead.
Oh my God, a Post Malone food-based cover band. I
Yeah,
want it. Where is it, millennials? Please, please, God. All right. The Quaker Oats Company, which had acquired a method of forcing rice grains to explode under pressure, began marketing puffed rice and puffed wheat as a breakthrough in food science, calling them the first food shot from guns and the eighth wonder of the world. This is real. This is in the research. I'm so excited.
I'm pretty sure this is what the Queen song is about. The Queen and Bowie song is about making puffed rice.
Okay, so I think that maybe calling it the eighth wonder of the world is overstating it just a little bit. But this was the 1910s, and maybe that was super exciting in 1910. Good for you. Wheaties were then created when a health clinician accidentally spilled wheat bran mixture onto a hot stove. The famous slogan, Breakfast of Champions, by the way, would first appear on a billboard for a minor league baseball team in Minnesota in the 30s. So, a little shout out for us there. That was exciting. All right. In the 50s, after World War II, cereal consumption increased with the advent of the baby boom, and sugar became a selling point.
Amen.
Kellogg's invented Frosted Flakes and its pitchman, Tony the Tiger, and a new era of television advertising began.
What is the catchphrase of Tony the Tiger? Lisa, do it. Do a Tony the Tiger impression.
They're great!
Oh, that wasn't as good as I hoped. No, it was, but... You didn't get the growl quite as much as I hoped.
Oh, Lindsey.
It's fine. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm not gonna growl on our podcast. Good Lord.
You will someday. Write this down, listeners. Someday, Lisa is gonna growl, and she won't even know it's happening. I will lull her into it, and there will be a growl.
She's just gonna bait me right into it. I do the editing, so we'll see if it ever makes the cut. But that's fine. Okay, in the 70s, the heyday of fruit-flavored and monster-themed cereals hit the market with classics like Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. Finally, in the 2000s, the battle of the virtuous cereals was on. Kellogg's acquired the Kashi line, just one sign of the exploding market for natural and organic foods. These cereals also became targets for consumers demanding more transparency and labeling, and more products without genetically modified or artificial ingredients. So we've kind of come full circle back to the beginning of where we started with it just being like, you know, bran mixture that was spilled on a stove. All right, Lindsey. So with all of that, since you don't really eat cereal anyway, I'm just real curious what your choices are going to be.
So here's why I don't eat cereal. I don't eat cereal because I don't like soggy things. And so everyone else who loves eating cereal with milk, I don't like the sogginess of it. Like, I'm a texture eater. I also struggle with oatmeal. And so, like, if I have to eat cereal, like, there are times where I don't have control over my breakfast. If I have to eat cereal, I will eat it with yogurt.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, because then it doesn't get as soggy as fast. Then I eat it really fast.
Okay.
Because, you know, then it doesn't have a chance to get soggy. So my garbage cereal choice is shredded wheat. So shredded wheat comes in a few different forms. There is bite-sized, miniature, which is nearly half the size of the bite-sized pieces, and original, which is like a pillow-shaped biscuit.
Right, yeah. It's real big. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can also get it in a few different varieties. The smaller ones you can also get frosted.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, there is sugar and gelatin on those. And in some places you can even get filled versions of the shredded wheat, which contain a raisin at the center, or apricot, blueberry, raspberry, or cranberry filling. So, shredded wheat was invented by Henry Perky in Denver, Colorado in 1890.
God, cereal goes back a long way.
It does. It goes back a long way. So Henry Perky developed a method of taking wheat and processing it down into strips that he would then form into biscuits and sell as a breakfast cereal. So what is great about that is shredded wheat is just shredded wheat. And then he figured out a way to process it so that the moisture content would go from whatever it was to 5% moisture.
Okay.
Perky started selling that, and then he had a wheat processing buyer called Dr. John Harvey Kellogg and his brother, Will Keith Kellogg. The Kellogg brothers admired Perky's manufacturing process, but they declined to buy his patent because Dr. John Harvey Kellogg considered the shredded wheat too weak in taste and I quote, like eating a whisk broom.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong then. Yeah. And he's not wrong now.
Yes. Yeah. Nope, that is true. So shredded wheat is garbage, and here are my 3 reasons why.
Yes.
First, the texture. Yes. As John Harvey Kellogg, brother of Will Keith Kellogg, I can't stop saying it. It makes me laugh so hard. It's like eating a broom. It's like eating it's just eating sticks, just little twigs. Even if you get the little ones with like the frosting on it.
Yes, I've had a frosted mini wheat, and I can. And those do have to soak a little bit, because if you launch into that too soon, you will regret that choice. It like sucks all the moisture out of your mouth immediately, and you're like, I've eaten a broom. Yeah. Now what do? I have to swallow this, I guess.
Yes, it does. It's like the Sahara in your mouth. Also, shredded wheat likes to claim, and it is true, it is 100% whole wheat. That is great. It also likes to really brag about its level of fiber in it. And maybe it's because I'm not quite old enough, but if you have to tell me what a good source of fiber your cereal is, I'm going to tell you right now, it probably tastes bad and I don't want to eat it. Because is fiber good for me? Yes. Do I know fiber is good for me? Yes. Do I want to make food choices based on whether or not I will be able to use the bathroom with ease? No, I'm not there yet, people. Let me live. Let me live.
No, my intestines and my colon are just fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, I didn't ask, but thanks, Lisa. Thanks for sharing that with us. And then my last really is, and it all goes back to texture. It all goes back to taste. It's the 5% moisture. The fact that they are processed down to the point that there is only 5% of the original moisture. There is nothing good that comes from 5% moisture, just sadness. And that is what shredded wheat feels like in your mouth. It's what it tastes like. It just tastes like sadness and healthy colons. And no one wants to eat that. And that is why...
The direct correlation between sadness and a healthy colon.
I'm telling you,
I love it.
Life isn't fair. And that is why shredded wheat is garbage.
It's so gross. It's so gross, though. Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it though just seem like the cereal of like old people? It probably would be the right cereal for me though, because it does need to soak, and so it's going to take a little bit before it gets soggy because it's got to get all that moisture back. So it probably is the cereal for me to eat. But I'm just not going to do it.
It's gross. It's super gross. Well, my garbage is also a geriatric cereal option. My garbage cereal is grape nuts.
Okay. How dare you? Because my mom ate grape nuts my whole childhood.
Well,
it was like her
your
thing.
mom, I'm sure she is a wonderful woman.
There are people in the world who love her, and you thought you were called a monster before. Do not get on her bad side.
I'm not trying to get on her bad side. I'm saying grape nuts are trash, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay. I'm open to maybe it wasn't the best cereal choice. Tell me why.
All right. First off, this is their tagline. The whole grain goodness of grape nuts packs the power to help you climb your personal mountain. Get over yourself, grape nuts. Enough. You are not some sort of motivational coach in my life.
Wait a minute.
Because you're giving me a cereal to climb my personal mountain?
Have you, though, eaten grape nuts?
Yes!
Oh, I was going to say, maybe if you would eat grape nuts, you would then be like, I'm going to climb a mountain.
No, because you know who had grape nuts? Would you like to take a guess who had grape nuts in my life?
Your mom.
My grandma! My grandma had grape nuts! So when I would go to her house, I was like, oh, I'll try these. And I was like, nope, this tastes like I'm eating gravel from the driveway. Grandma, no thank you.
Did your grandma climb Mount Everest? Maybe. You don't know. And it's because of the grape nuts. Maybe it's the official cereal of mountain climbers. Because it's easy to put in your pack.
I did not see that anywhere on my extensive research of grape nuts.
Oh, okay.
So, grape nuts contains neither grapes nor nuts. Grape nuts are made from wheat and barley. So, why is it called grape nuts? This is from their website. I have a lot of rage. I'm trying to swallow it a little bit because it's so pretentious. It drives me nuts. This is from their website. As with many great emblems in history, there are two versions of this story. Great emblems in history, grape nuts? You are a cereal. What is the matter with you that you think you're like some flagstone of history? No, it's bizarre. Anyway, one says, Mr. Post believed glucose, which he called grape sugar, formed during the baking process. He is not right. That's not how that works.
That's because he's not a Kellogg. He's just a Kellogg apprentice.
He is. This, combined with the nutty flavor of the cereal, is said to have inspired the name. Or another explanation claims that the cereal got its name from its resemblance to grape seeds or grape nuts. So that's appealing.
Yep, sure is.
So whatever the name came from, it doesn't change the fact that grape nuts is, quote, packed full of goodness, that's a bold-faced lie, made with wholesome ingredients and fortified with vitamins and minerals. A half-cup serving of grape nuts original cereal is an excellent source of fiber and provides 100% of your daily recommended whole grain. Good for you and your ability to stay regular. We are all very impressed with your colon health, Rhonda. Everybody's super impressed.
But if it's 100% of your daily recommended whole grains, that means you can't eat any other whole grains the rest of the day. Bye-bye bread. No, grape nuts.
You could go over. You can't. Go over.
You can't. Then you die.
You've maxed at 100.
Doesn't matter how healthy your colon is. If you keep going over your 100% daily recommended whole wheat, you'll die.
Oh, gosh. So, how do they pack all that, quote, goodness into those crunchy little nuggets? Originally, CW Post prepared a batter that came out of the oven as a rigid sheet. He then broke the sheet into pieces and ran them through a coffee grinder to produce the, quote, nut-sized nuggets. I have said nut a lot in this segment.
It's really a waste of a coffee grinder to grind up that stuff.
I know!
When you could grind up coffee.
I know, God.
That's not great.
Grape nuts look like what is at the bottom of a bag of stale, unsweetened, expired granola, and then you're supposed to pour milk on that and act like you respect yourself when you eat it? No. So it enrages me how pretentious their marketing is. This is another quote from their website. Okay, this is the last one. I swear I'm almost done with my rage about this. Whether you're pushing through a tough workout or simply trying to create a wholesome and healthy lifestyle, the whole grain goodness of grape nuts packs the power to help you climb your personal mountain. Grape nuts, I don't want you anywhere near me or my personal mountains.
So
No,
if
thank
you're
you.
looking for marketing help, make sure that you contact Lisa, because apparently she just wants to be real honest and say, grape nuts, they're not wonderful. They're not grapes. They're not nuts. And they won't help you do anything. So if you need marketing help...
Trying to act like they're going to change my life, please.
It's
They're
marketing.
gross.
That's what they do. That is
No.
what they do. They
they
spin
need
lies.
to do better. Do better.
What are they supposed to say? We know that only grandmas and Lindsay's mom eat these, but what can we do? That's the marketing slogan. Easy to carry in your pack in the official cereal of mountain climbers.
So before we get to Gold Lindsay, we need to take a sponsor break. All right, Lindsay, our super dope, super on-brand sponsor, Novelly Yours Candles, is back this week.
Novelly Yours Candles sounds like what all of my dreams have been made of. Like candles and books. Thank you. Yes, please. Sign me up.
Yes, absolutely. And they have those candles that have those wooden wicks that crackle and just have like general good smells for your home if you don't want to get bookish candles, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to get a bookish candle because that's boring. But you know what? You do you. If you just want to have a general good smelling candle that crackles, you can do that too. Some of my favorite scents of Novelly Yours candles are Book Boyfriend, which is soft cologne and clean cotton, and it smells amazing. And then the one that I think you would like best is that currently reading, which is Book Pages, Cotton, and Coffee.
All of my favorite things in one candle.
All of these candles are all natural soy wax, and they range in size from 2-ounce samplers to 22-ounce scent obsessions, and they are hand-poured in the Chicago suburbs.
All right, so we love them. How can our listeners get their hands on some Novelly Yours candles?
Absolutely. All you got to do is go to novellyyourscandles.com. That's NOVELLYYOURS candles.com and find something you like. You can see all of her beautiful candles. Her designs are amazing. They're gorgeous. You can see them, you can see them on the website, or you can go to see what she's got on the socials at Novelly Yours and go find a new scent to love. All right, Lindsay, we hit the garbage of breakfast cereals. What is a breakfast cereal that you would partake in as a gold?
My gold breakfast cereal is Special K.
All right.
You sound not excited about that one.
I'm judging. Let's go.
Again, I don't eat cereal. So Special K is a breakfast cereal from our good friends, the Kellogg's.
Yeah.
It was introduced in the United States in 1955. It is made primarily of lightly toasted rice, wheat, and barley. And it used to be marketed primarily as a low-fat cereal that would help you lose weight. I would just like to give a shout out to Wikipedia before all of my information about my cereals today.
Yes.
Thanks, Wikipedia, and all the people who write this stuff. So, Special K cereal, it comes in a lot of different varieties. In 1955, it was only one variety, and it was kind of like that popped rice, but with other things in it. But now, currently, in the United States, there are 14 different varieties, including some that are seasonal.
Oh.
Yes. So you might have seen the original Chocolatey Delight.
Yes.
Chocolatey Strawberry.
Yep.
Cinnamon Pecan.
Ooh, I have not, but my God, I want that in my life.
Red Berries.
I know about that one, yep.
Vanilla Almond. My personal favorite, Fruit and Yogurt.
Of course.
Do love the fruit and yogurt one.
Of course you do.
The ingredients in Special K include wheat bran, soy grits, rice, wheat gluten, soybean oil, and various other things. So I have a few reasons why I think Special K is a gold option. Because there was this thing called the Special K Challenge, they did say that if you would eat 2 bowls of Special K a day and then 1 meal, they actually did studies where they found that people had lost weight by following that diet. I'm pretty sure it has been disproved.
I was going to say, that does not sound like a balanced diet.
No, it did not, and it wasn't, and that was the critique. A few of my reasons why I think that Special K is gold for breakfast cereal. First of all, it's full of vitamins, and it lists a bunch of different vitamins and nutrients that you can get from eating it. In fact, it is so high in vitamins and nutrients that it has actually been banned in one country in the world, which I won't name because I don't want them coming after me. I don't need international hate. It has so many vitamins that this country actually says it's bad for you, but
it's overly saturated with
yeah.
vitamins?
Well, because it's not necessarily natural occurring vitamins, like
it's
they
fortified,
add vitamins.
Yeah.
It is a good source though of calcium, folic acid, and iron, and it actually has some vitamins in it that are not like easily attainable in regular diets, like vitamins C, E, D, and A. And it also is a good source of magnesium. And so all those things that you don't think you need, you actually do need, and you can get them from a bowl of Special K while you're eating the fruit and yogurt bits or the cinnamon pecan bits. My second reason is 14 different varieties. So while there is a basic like Special K flake, I don't know if that's what they're called, but there's like a basic, but then it is mixed with a variety of other things. So depending on your mood, there is probably a Special K that can meet your needs. So maybe you are in the mood for dried strawberries that you did in your Ron Popeil giant food dehydrator. Oh, it was going to be so good, and then I messed it up so bad. Maybe you're in the mood for chocolate while you're eating healthy cereal. Maybe you're in the mood for blueberries. You can find a Special K cereal that will meet your needs and what you want. And last of all, and this is the big one for me personally, it actually tastes good dry. So when I was in grad school, I ate a lot of boxes of Special K fruit and yogurt, like out of Ziploc bags while I was studying in the middle of the night. So, so Special K, you kind of rock. You're probably like full of sugar, but still, you taste good dry. You're full of vitamins. What's not to love with Special K?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Have I won you over to the Special K?
No.
Okay.
No, you haven't. Because the direction I'm going is going to be completely opposite of you, which we should just come to.
Because I do feel like, well, maybe I should like wait and hear what your gold is. Because did we hit any of the like childhood ones that
I'm
everyone
about
loves?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to.
I'm about to lose everyone. You can stop listening and just vote for Lisa Gold.
You know what? I am shocked sometimes with how people vote for stuff with garbage and gold. Like, it is fascinating to me to see how listeners respond to our choices. Honestly, it is. So I am not convinced that you have not won either of these. But my gold breakfast cereal, Cap'n Crunch.
The thing that ruins the roof of your mouth. Continue.
Doesn't. Straight off the top, the website, when I went to it today, there's an 8-bit browser game you can play, like front and center on the website. Okay. I was like, this is
Guys, she doesn't even like Cap'n Crunch. It just comes with the video game, and she gets excited.
I have Cap'n Crunch in my pantry right now. Right now, in this moment. I've got it in there. So, here's the tagline for the original Cap'n Crunch. This is good marketing. This is what good marketing is. Everybody tune in. Just, get a pen.
Grape Nuts.
Nope. Yes. Grape Nuts needs to tune in. Grape Nuts needs to tune in.
If you say Grape Nuts the wrong way, it sounds like a slam. Like I'm calling you like, come on, Grape Nuts.
Come on.
That's my new nickname for you.
I've said nuts enough this episode for like a week. Okay. Here's the tagline. Sweet and golden with a crunch you'll love. Nothing competes with the original Cap'n Crunch. Grab a bowl or cup for an easy snack that goes great with couch time anytime. Yes. Thank you. You know your audience. You know. I'm not trying to climb a mountain after I have some cereal.
Or eat anything with nutritional value.
No, you know what you are, and you are claiming it, and I respect that. Here's one more, because I really liked it, and it made me laugh. Tagline for Cap'n Crunch with Crunch Berries. Rock your taste buds in a berry crunchy way. Cap'n Crunch's Crunch Berries takes the original crunch you love and adds in bursts of colorful berry flavor. Snag a box and go to town. Your mouth will love you for it.
No, your mouth won't love you because the entire roof of your mouth will be cut open and you'll be bleeding by the end of the box.
That's not how that works. I don't know.
That is how that works.
That is not how that works.
That is how that works. It is a mouth cutter.
It is not.
It is a mouth
cutter. In my research today, I realized that was a comedy bit from a comedian that it cuts up the roof of your mouth.
Who ate Captain Crunch until his mouth hurt.
That has never happened to me.
Lisa.
Maybe you just have a sensitive palate.
A, of course I do, because I'm very cultured. And B, everyone
Mine's
knows.
all calloused up from all my Captain Crunch.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe you have to eat so much Captain Crunch so that there's a callus that develops on the roof of your mouth.
Yep, just like when you play guitar long enough, you get those finger calluses.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. No, Lisa, you are... can't believe you.
That is the marketing we deserve from Captain Crunch, so thank you. All right. Also, apparently, there's a sprinkled donut flavor Cap'n Crunch, which makes me really happy because that sounds delicious. And it says, each vanilla donut-flavored piece is topped with colorful sprinkles and the stuff of dreams. You are darn right it is.
I have never dreamed about donut Captain Crunch ever.
But do you ever dream of vanilla donuts with colorful sprinkles?
No.
That sounds like you're not having very good dreams then.
That sounds
true. Great.
That's true.
All right. A little background on this gold. Captain Crunch was developed by Pamela Lowe, a flavorist. This is a job you can have, everybody. A flavorist at Arthur D. Little in 1963, recalling a recipe of her grandma's, which was brown sugar and butter served over rice. The product line is heralded by a cartoon mascot named Cap'n Crunch. The mascot is depicted as a late 18th century naval captain, an older man with white eyebrows and a white mustache who wears a revolutionary-style naval uniform. And the lore of the captain, because I had to look it up. This is according to a 2013 Wall Street Journal article. His full name, Horatio Magellan Crunch. He captains a ship called the Guppy and was born on Crunch Island in the Sea of Milk. Lindsey is giving me such daggers.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Let me tell you more about the Crunch Island in the Sea of Milk.
I don't want to know more about it.
It's a magical place with talking trees, crazy creatures, and a whole mountain called Mount Crunchmore, made out of Cap'n Crunch cereal. He's also reported to have a perfect IQ of 200. I had to get that out before you stopped me.
And also, because I know English, I will only refer to this cereal as Captain Crunch, not Cap'n. What is that? Laziness.
It's CAP apostrophe N.
No, that's Captain.
No, where's the T?
I know we took it out because of laziness, but really, he is Captain Crunch. And that is Captain Crunch cereal.
It's Cap'n Crunch.
It is not. Cap'n is not a word.
Oh, boy. All right. Cap'n Crunch is a gold cereal because, like yours, you can eat it with or without milk. It's always delicious. There's a variety of flavors for whatever you're in the mood for, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. It understands what it is and why it exists. And you know what? All cereal is fortified anyway, so it's fine. Just eat what you want. Get on with your life. You know what? I feel like Cap'n Crunch is going to help me climb my personal mountain better than Grape Nuts because he came from Mount Crunchmore on Crunch Island and he has a great IQ, so I feel like he's going to help me succeed more than Grape Nuts. Well, so that's my goal.
Lisa, what a great grown-up argument for why a cereal is the best. Because a made-up captain is going to help me climb a made-up mountain made out of cereal.
Cap'n Crunch is so good. It's delicious. It's so yummy.
Until your mouth dies. You could eat razor blades and it would have the same effect.
Oh my god. It would have a different effect on your colon.
Oh, back to the colons. We're always back to the colon.
Gotta bring it back.
It's always back to the colon.
Always. All right, Lindsey. So hit us with that recap and tell our listeners how to vote for our garbage and gold of cereals this week.
You guys can go and vote for our garbage options, my garbage option of shredded wheat and Lisa's garbage option of grape nuts, using the hashtags Lindsey Garbage or Lisa Garbage, and your vote for our gold options, mine, which was Special K, and Lisa's, which was Captain Crunch. Using the hashtags Lindsey Gold or Lisa Gold on our Instagram and Twitter accounts at Garbage Gold Pod.
You should do that because we want to hear what you guys think, and we really do like chatting with you about your choices. Cap'n Crunch is what it's called. He is a captain, but the cereal is Cap apostrophe N Crunch. So you can tell Lindsey about that. You can correct her on social media. She likes that.
I do. I really enjoy a correction. I am just saying that I am trying to protect the English language, and I'll call it Captain Crunch if I want to. We will share the poll results and your wonderful comments on our next episode.
God, the sarcasm was just like dripping from your pores on that one. Woof.
Don't Urban Dictionary me. It's Captain Crunch.
Don't Urban Dictionary. Okay. Whew. If you haven't already done so, if you could head on over to iTunes or wherever it is you listen to us every week and give us a rate, review, and subscribe, we would really appreciate that.
And make sure that you tell your friends about us, because one of us likes to make friends, and I bet you can't even guess this week who it is.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be Lindsay's friend, like, right away this week. You may want to give her a breather, but you know what? It'll be fine.
It's fine. I'm going to eat some breakfast that is not cereal, and I'll be good. And we have a great way for people to know that you are a friend of the show. You can wear or show or snuggle up with your love for our podcast with our merch that is coming in April.
Yes, that's right. The whole month we're going to do an on-demand merchandise order for the whole month of April, the whole thing. So you can put in your order for Garbage and Gold shirt, sweatpants, drinkware, blankets, and other stuff. Oh, so excited.
All the information on how to order is on our website, and we'll share the links on social media too. I am so excited to see all of you guys wearing the merch, because it's going to be great.
Yeah, so if you did not win the swag giveaway we've been doing for subscribing, don't worry, because now your chance to get some Garbage and Gold goodness is going to be at your fingertips. We got you. Mm-hmm. We got you. So, all right. Enough of the self-promotion for now. Join us next week when we deliberate the Garbage and Gold of Easter.
I call chocolate right now.
Are you going to include Cadbury eggs, though?
I am going to include Cadbury eggs.
Oh, good.
Be my thing.
Ah, I love Cadbury eggs. Oh, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, you don't even have to listen, because gold is Cadbury eggs. We're done.
God. Check it. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Shoot.
Welcome to my life.
Oh, gosh. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.